All right.
Dude, we got Joe Manente on the pod, dude.
Yeah.
The owner of the Fourth Wall, bro.
Guy Rubin, honored to be here. Thank you for having me. I played Guy Rubin off last night. That's where.
Bro.
Maybe I'm jumping in too quick, but
No, it's perfect, bro. So
Yeah.
Joe runs. I mean, everybody in LA knows you. You run like the biggest open mic scene, like part of the open mic scene here. You run the biggest clubs.
Thank you.
And always a pleasure to do your shows. I did Joe's show last night, and he played me off for being too mean. Roasted everyone in the audience.
Dude. Guy was funny last night. And before we get started, let me just say thank you. Guy is parked in a really nice area. He's spared no expense here, dude.
Hell no,
me
bro.
Feel welcome. He provides water. So
yeah, warm water straight out of the hot boiling sun.
Right out of the toilet here. I don't know.
Hey, you know it too. You do van life too, right?
I do. I built out a Sprinter van over the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm condensing that. It took me nearly 2 years, and I summoned all of my handy ability to do it.
That's crazy. And you're not even full time in it?
No, I just use it for vacations and fun time. But this is really nice. This is way nicer than I was expecting, dude. Like,
well, thanks,
I'm
man.
impressed. You know, people probably commenting all the time once they actually come in here.
Oh, yeah. I have returning customers.
Oh. How often do you get asked if you banged a girl in here?
Oh, it's the first question,
it's the
dude.
first question. Well, have you banged a girl in here?
You know what's crazy, bro?
Yeah.
I won't say nothing. No, I have not, bro.
That's fine. That's fine.
You know what's crazy, dude? I've had so many women here, and we've done things, but never fucked.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. It's me and them.
Okay.
I they're they have the mindset of, man, I don't know if I want to fuck in a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I have the mindset of fuck, dude, I'm nervous.
Wow, that vulnerability guy.
Yeah,
wow,
bro.
Wow.
Getting
Okay.
no types of pussy in here, dog. Bro, I'm wearing SpongeBob, dude. You think I'm fucking in here, dog?
He spared no expense, parked in a nice neighborhood, dressed up for me and everything. Dude.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bro, dude,
Thank
you know it.
Yeah.
Wait, so I kind of, dude, I'm pretty invested in this, and I feel like a lot of people who know you are or in LA are.
Yeah.
So what the hell? What inspired the Fourth Wall, man? What made you start
Yeah.
that? Because you used to be in a rock band, right?
I was in a rock band for, a solid 10, 12 years, and that was one of my main motivations for coming to LA. And, it didn't work out the way that I planned, but I gave it my all. It was a rock band. I mean, there's other, we played original music. We had, albums produced by Andrew Murdoch. He did Godsmack and Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
And by the time we got to him, the industry, there wasn't a lot left of it. It was 2011, maybe 2012. And we had a good run, and it just didn't pan out. And just comedy became more interesting to me. And
okay.
Yeah. And I was running a moving company called Joe's Movers out of the space where Fourth Wall North Hollywood is now. And I was subleasing it to a farmer's insurance brokerage, which is why there's a fucking farmer's insurance brokerage sign if you in the window. Maybe you can't see it anymore, but it was for a long time.
That shit is hella confusing, dude.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's why it's there. And I thought, well, I'm sick of these people. What can I do in here that it's something that would actually be fun for me? And it started as the open mic. The idea of it was
it's the best thing that happened in the scene. Is at least
just for certain people it is. It's a great fit for a lot of people. Then there's other people that might disagree, but. Overall, I think it's a positive. Yeah.
It is, man. Yeah. And for those who don't know, so Joe runs the Fourth Wall open mics.
Yeah.
And then you were the first one to make it a slotted thing.
Sure.
And really,
yeah.
But wait, what made you go from rock? Why comedy? Where's the connection there?
Right. Well, it seems like it's just one thing and the other, but it wasn't. It was more of I was with the Second City.
Improv?
Yeah, improv. That was big in the old days. When I first moved here, 04, Bill Hader just got cast on SNL off the Second City stage, which is where the Improv Lab is now. Did you know that?
No.
The Improv Lab, where everybody goes for that open mic, used to be the Second City stage.
Damn, I had no idea.
There was no bar in there. It was just a black box theater, and that's what people did in those days. 20 years ago, stand-up was not popular. I was 2 classes behind Adam Devine at Second City and Anders Holmes. They're the Workaholics guys. And we had the same level 5 teacher, Jay Leggett, who wrote Without a Paddle. He was the big fat white guy on Saturday Night Live in not Saturday Night Live, in Living Color in like the final season. And he like mentored all of us, and we've all gone on to things. But I got into comedy doing that, and then I got hired on the Second City Boat Company through Chicago, and I was in a band and doing that at the same time. And so then once I fucking stopped, my contract ended with Second City. I just had the band, then the band failed, and I just went back to comedy. And I needed to catch up because I was already like fucking 35 years old by the time the band ended. And I'm like, I am not good enough at stand-up. I haven't had the time on stage, so I created the stage so that I could get better. Wow. And then it evolved slowly like that. Yeah.
No, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a long way to answer that.
If you don't get the stage time, you got to create the stage time, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I learned, too. That's why I started my show.
Dude, you're doing great with your show, guy. Yeah. People are it always gets good reviews. People are excited about it.
I'm happy, dude.
Yeah.
I am, man. It's great, dude. And Fourth Wall Comedy Cafe Guys Night. Be there every Sunday, 8 p.m. That's wild, man. I don't know, because I always wondered, because you know what my first impression of you was when I remember I came, do you remember, bro?
Oh, yeah. You're a memorable guy, dude.
I came hella late to like a mic, and I parked my van like right in front, and I kept calling like the Fourth Wall number like over and over again, like trying to like be like, I'm running late. Like I thought I was like the shit here. Like, hey, everybody got to know, bro, I'm not going to be there on time. I fucking get there, and I'm like banging on the door. And nobody's opening it. And I kept banging on the door for like 5 minutes. And then you opened it and you came outside and you're like, look, man, you can be on the next one. You can't come late. I can't let you in. And I was like, all right. And then I sat outside and waited. But I was like, I should
have let you in, Jesus. I mean, and not on the stage.
No,
you
were chill.
Watch.
And then you got on stage and you were just like this testosterone infused man, like, all right, guys, are you ready to get this show started? My T levels are peaking right now. I was like, damn,
good.
Bro's my dad, bro. What the fuck, dude? Dude, that's crazy. You got hella... What is all that testosterone coming from, dude?
Oh, bro. I don't know. That's just my inner voice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what's so great about stand-up, you let your inner voice out. And that's what I'm thinking in my head all day long.
Yeah?
But you can't walk around society like that,
No,
but
you're right, bro.
But on stage, you can let it out, and then it's art.
So there you go, bro. Yeah, you got like all this rage built inside you.
I got a lot of rage in me. The reasons are various. My emotional check engine light is on, as I've said many times before. The whole dashboard's lit up. I don't know where it all comes from, but just life in general. What do I really have to be angry about? I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much. But it's there, and I use it, and it feels really great to be able to get on stage and just be that guy,
dude.
You know what I
mean?
Yeah. So,
dude, you are the man. You know what I mean?
I think I feel powerless in my own life. So
really, dude?
Oh yeah. Well, where do you think that comes from? You know what I mean?
Why do you feel powerless?
Probably for a lot of different reasons. You know what I mean? And it might not seem that way, but that's my way of feeling like I'm in control, I think.
But you run a very successful business, so where's that feeling of powerlessness?
Bro, I'm glad that you see it that way, but every day I think is going to be the day where no one signs up and it all ends. You know what I mean?
Are you on like the verge? Like, is it like
always? No, that's where I operate from a place of emotionally. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's true of a lot of people that are, have a business or even a successful sports team. I don't think Tom Brady, not that I'm comparing myself to Hall of Fame, but,
hey, hell yeah, bro.
I'm trying to, if you're aspiring to be successful on any level, I think that or if you have something that works, and if you want it to grow, and in my case, just to not die, I have to go at it from that angle of it's not enjoyable. I don't love it. I just can't live without it. So I just want to sustain it. And so, I operate from a place of fear a lot of the time.
Wow, man.
You wouldn't think that. And
damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So that's where look, you're a good interviewer, guy. People usually don't dig that deeply in, but
no, but I'm just saying, that's where the rage probably comes from. Is like don't fuck up my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's
I want it to thrive. Like I guess it's in a sense your rage comes from a place of good.
Yeah, I mean, I have good intentions, but sometimes, well, I mean, it can manifest in a way that is not positive. I go over the line sometimes. But
wow, I'd really want to see a crackhead try to piss you off, bro.
Dude, you were describing your situation last night.
Yeah,
dude.
bro. If you I got like mugged pretty much, dude. If you did, I bet you'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, dude.
And then you'd be like, hey, man, I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. And you'd be like, until you fucking snap the clipboard in between your knees. Like,
match the energy.
Open mic, dude. I got an open mic at 9. Get the fuck out of my van.
You know, it's funny. Like, that, what you described last night, guy was mugged and assaulted by
crazy man.
A crazy person.
An insaner, we'll call him.
And those situations do not trigger me in any way. Like, I would have done exactly what you would have done. I would have probably, I would have been a bigger pussy. Like, as soon as he made a noise, I would have been like, oh, and just got in the car.
Dude,
and
I was
off.
way too nonchalant, bro.
Yeah.
He was trying to punch through my window for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And like trying to open the door. And I was just kind of watching him do it. Like, all right, man, can I go back to sleep now?
Yeah.
The first thing I said to him was, when he opened my window was, hey man, I'm trying to go to sleep. Can you please go?
Yeah.
And then that's when it all kind of escalated.
I got you, dude.
Yeah.
See, that's insane to me. That's a great way, but that's the way you should approach that situation, or just drive off as soon as possible. But no, I wouldn't confront a guy like that. That does not enrage me. But like, if somebody does some minor thing to threaten, like if they're late, that does enrage me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
bro, dude. If I'm
mad,
2 minutes late to the open mic and Joe will fucking throw the mic stand into the wall, bro.
I get angry. I get fucking pissed. Especially if
why, bro? Why do you get so mad when people show up late?
It just, there's like an entitlement there. It's like, if you're late and you don't make it by the cutoff, just don't show up. Like, if you come and then expect to be like, like let in after that, that's what makes me mad. Like, it's bad to not show up at all. Like, and I'm going to send you the email and the whole thing. And I'm kind of like, that it's like, okay, it's just a bad way to conduct yourself as a comedian. If you sign up for something, show up for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, if the person then shows up after being late, kind of like, oh man, can you? Then that's
a
angry.
Scary moment, bro.
Dude, and it's so dumb. The bum would not scare me, but like that it would not make me angry, even though my life is threatened. But my life feels more threatened when someone is. Isn't that fucking horrible?
I mean, dude, your rage is probably the most entertaining thing about you, man. Like, I remember one time there was someone. Oh my god, this was hilarious, bro. There was this woman that was like 2 minutes, like they didn't even show up to the mic.
Yeah.
And you were like so pissed off because someone was late from another mic, and you just broke the keyboard on your knee, or not the keyboard, the clipboard. And I was like, finally, dude, some real Joe Manente entertainment. This is the open mic I've been waiting for. And then when you were like, mic's over, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I thought we were just getting started, bro.
What was that?
There was some woman who was like, oh my god, it was hilarious. She was like 15. She didn't show up, and you were so pissed that like she didn't show up. And then she came at like the very end.
Oh yeah.
And then I just like she was like all nice and shit, like nothing was wrong, and you were like, dude, oh my god, bro, like,
all nonchalant. That's a form of gaslighting. You know what I mean?
Oh,
am I late?
Oh wait, what's the problem? You know what I mean?
And that's funny, dude.
Nah, you know what? Because like, dude, looking at you, man, you are like when I see you, I just like I'd probably name this podcast "Interviewing a Man." You know what I mean? Because that's what you are, bro. Like, if I were to close my eyes and picture a white man with like the max level testosterone on a dial, like if I had a dial and I could just put testosterone on max and like estrogen on bottom, it would just be like an image or a GIF of you eating a chicken breast. With your shirt off, like, my T levels are peaking right now. That's exactly what it would be.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. I'm so flattered. Thank you. But that is really a mask for insecurity.
That's
sure.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So you're saying like the rage is just a front for like a pussy inside you or something?
No, it's not a pussy. It's just it's just a part of my ego that feels powerless. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I mean, we all feel that way sometimes, but like, I think almost all, and I haven't gotten into the specific. I'm speaking very generally here. You know what I mean?
Right,
I have a personal history that I should probably dig more into, but in general, that's what it is. Yeah.
What do you mean by personal history?
Well, you know, we all have our personal histories, and we get wired a certain way based on our experience. You know what I mean?
Like dad never threw you the ball and catch?
Oh,
like,
yeah. He played too much
too
catch.
hard?
My dad, I'm like an extension of my dad, you know?
Really?
Oh,
Is he also a rage machine?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
More than you or nah?
Yeah, he's more... because he's like...
You're like, I just want to be like my dad, man.
Like, I've worked on it. My dad is unfiltered, like, never worked. He's a boomer, you know what I mean?
Bro, be honest,
He's born
bro,
in the 40s, you know? Like, he's never worked on his shit, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, be real. Does he say the N-word with the hard R?
No. He said, my dad is racist in the most, distant way possible. Like...
What does that mean?
He owned a small business and had black employees and, like, is, like, cool with black guys and talks... And he really seeks their validation, but, like, just can't wrap his mind around the idea of like he doesn't like any team that has like a black head coach, or like, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Or like black quarterbacks. Just for some reason doesn't like any team with a black quarterback. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. Like it's subtle. You know what I mean? But it's in there. But no, he's a cool dude. Like he gets along with black people. Like, you know, but there's something underneath. You know. Where,
so he's like the version of you that isn't like self-aware.
Yeah. You know, well, we're just products of our environment. He grew up in a different time. He grew up, I mean, he was born in 1949, so like that's pre-civil rights. So like it's not an excuse for bad behavior, but that's a very light form of racism by that day's
being
standards.
Raised into that. Yeah, of course, man.
So, you know.
But that's crazy, dude, that you're that you were able to recognize it for you, man. Because like there's a lot of people like maybe even like that are like, man, I'm scared to go to the fourth wall. I'm scared to be late to the fourth wall because they think you're like this like angry machine, but you're not, bro. You're this teddy bear under this.
Oh, dude, I'm a big
giant
pussy,
ego,
dude.
huh?
Yeah, well, you know, I think when people get into that talk, they're using that as an excuse to not do their work. Really, you know what I mean? I never take that personally. I think it's people that just want to use it as an excuse to not. They're afraid of themselves, just like I'm afraid of myself. You know what I mean?
Afraid of yourself, like you don't know what you're gonna do next, kind of thing. Like
I think people will use any little excuse to do something that's hard. You know what I mean? To not do something that's hard. Yeah. And you know, if Fourth Wall has a reputation to people that have never been there, that's based on that. Well, then what can I do? You know,
bro. If I could summarize the Fourth Wall, there's a lot of open mics, but like. Fourth Wall is the most brutal room.
Oh, really? Yeah,
in the whole scene.
Yeah.
If you want to go get humbled, that's where you go. Well, and that's a great thing because you don't. A lot of these mics will give you like either like one or two things. You'll get maybe like fake laughs, or you'll get like some real laughs, but it's kind of like a lot of people aren't paying attention. But in the Fourth Wall, people are paying attention. They're just not giving you. They're giving you nothing.
It could be like that.
It could be like that, but it's good
like
because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't go to an open mic and just fucking eat shit. You know,
right?
Because when you go to, because if I got a show and I did the Fourth Wall right before, I know I'm gonna fucking murder gang, slaughter gang that shit.
Sure.
Because the Fourth Wall fucking, it builds you, dog.
Right. No, I'm glad that you can glean that from it. You know, yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because essentially what Guy is saying is you're up there, and it's you versus you.
Yeah.
Is basically what it comes down. Because one thing that I always say, and if hosting there every night has taught me, is that there is only one room, not to get too philosophical here, and it's right here. That's it. There's one room.
Yeah, Shipdog says that a lot.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to bring it back to the show that we had last night. There was two guys I booked on there that were they're micers still, more or less, and I don't want to call them out by name, but they treated it like an open mic, and they called it an open mic. Because in their mind, they're still micers, and they don't even know it. You know what I mean? If it's a stadium in your head, then it's a fucking stadium, you know?
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's like those guys, and it's like I'm not going to book those guys again for a long time because it's like if you want this to be an open mic, great, come to the open mic. This was a show. There was paying customers in there. treat it like a show. The people are not there for you. You are there for them. This is a service.
Yes.
Fucking don't give them an open mic. Give them a show. You know what I mean? So they failed that mental test. But it's like, if you make it a show, it'll be a show for them, dude. And it's as simple as that. You know, it's easy to say, very hard thing to do, you know?
Right.
Yeah. To go up there and just fucking make it. So that's kind of what last night was. That was irritating me. I'm like, fuck, I really regret booking these two guys because they're not making this a show.
But with that being said, it's also like it could be an open mic, it could be a show, it could be a theater, it could be a stadium. But also it's kind of like, how is the audience responding in your head?
Sure.
Like in terms of your philosophy is like, if they're not responding out there, are you gonna like fold, or is the audience still like fucking like laughing it up in there? You know?
No, exactly, dude. Well, do you ever listen to your shows? This happens to me a lot, and the good performances that I do are never as good when I go back and listen, and the bad ones are never as bad because your perception. It's because it's about you.
You're so delusional.
You are
after like dude, because you're in like this high state of mind.
It's a heightened state of awareness.
Yeah.
You know? So, the time. A funny thing happens with time when adrenaline is flowing and your heart rate gets up to around 130 beats per minute. And it's that thing of like, if you've ever played baseball or softball, it's like when you hit a grounder to the third baseman and you need to get to first base as fast as you can, it feels like it is taking forever. And then when you go back and watch, it happens in a second. You know what I mean? And so your perception of time changes based on, your awareness and what hormones are going through your body.
Interesting.
And so when you're in that heightened state of awareness, a laugh seems like it lasts a lot longer. Everything slows down. And then a silence seems like it lasts forever. And then you go back and listen. It's like, oh, that wasn't that long. Like, I'm sure the audience didn't even know that I was struggling in that moment. But, it was just,
because you have all these internal voices that are telling you otherwise, and you have no idea if you're really like bombing or killing or what the silence even means. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
And you have to
but the funny thing is that I think the reason why we do that is because we know when there's supposed to be a laughs. When we don't hear it, we're like, fuck that bomb. But they don't know that.
They don't know.
They don't know shit.
Yeah.
They're just potato brains sitting in the audience. I had a guy in the audience today. I just did the Ice House, and he was like, I was I was doing crowd work, and I was like messing with this guy and his wife, and I was like, hey, do you like her purple hair? And he goes, yeah, I love it. And then I go to the wife, wait, close your ears real quick, and then he closed his ears, and I was like, no, you potato brain, you're missing the point here. Like, I'm trying to set you up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I was trying to mouse trap him into.
No,
a bit.
but
yeah,
there's all kinds of.
But then, bro, when you played me off, bro.
I'm sure that felt horrible. Dude.
No, because in my brain, I thought it was because I ran the light at first.
You had like 30 seconds. It wasn't like early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I listened to it after. I was at like the 7 minutes. I thought we were doing 8, and I was like, wait a minute, shit. And then but then you told me you were like, yeah, dude, like and I was like, whoa, was I being mean? Because here's the thing, I had the delusion too. Because in my head, I was just being like just like a dickhead, like in the crowd work that I do, because sometimes I do get really mean,
Yeah.
But then I listened to it and I was like, damn, bro, I sound really fucking mean right now, dude.
Yeah, a little bit. It just got.
Yeah, it got kind of hectic.
Dude, there was nothing from an artistic standpoint. There really was nothing wrong with what you did, but
yeah, that's why I was kind of pissed. I was like, bro, I'm a fucking artist. I'll do what I'll do.
And so, like, I don't. That's why I'm here right now. I'm not angry at you, but earlier in your set, you referred to me as the owner. He's here, and I'm overseeing this fucking show where a couple of micers just went up there and made the whole room. They just took out all their insecurity on the room, made the show feel like a mic. And then, so it's like, I just felt bad. And then it was like, your style comes in and you're like a very much so like call out the room, and you made all the right observations. Like, it was like really cutting. It was really good. But it was like, that's, like from a business standpoint, I'm like,
this is hurting the business.
We don't need this right now.
No, you are 100% right. I listened to it after. I was like, and we had Leroy come up right after.
Yeah, and then you're not setting up the fucking next guy.
Yeah, dude, it was just a whole fucking mess, bro.
Yeah.
But just like my set.
You live and learn.
No, I did learn a lot from there. I was like, I got to tone down this like dickish energy.
But as a comedian, nothing wrong with what you did. But like, if you were last, I wouldn't have given a fuck, but there was one more person to go. Yeah.
No, I get you. I remember one time I tried, it was before you booked me. I was like, I asked you like, hey man, you were serious. I thought like, you know how even as an open micer, you think you're kind of like killing it. Like you always think you're the best comedian like there is.
That's just you, I think.
Okay. So yeah, I had this like ridiculous delusion in the beginning of like my comedy journey in LA. And I thought I was like, I'm gonna fucking murder all these rooms, dog.
Well, don't lose that. I mean,
no. I still got it, bro. And I remember I come up to you and I was like, hey man, would you let me? I'm like, can I host the mic sometime? And you're like, hell no. I was like, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna let you host this mic. Like I was like, yeah, I'm pretty funny. You're like, and you're like, all right, guys, sit down. And I was like, damn, maybe I'm not funny.
Well, here's the thing. You're I mean, okay. For people that come to Fourth Wall that might be listening to this, mic hosting at Fourth Wall is its own kind of thing. Yes,
yeah,
you
bro.
must be funny enough, but it's not necessary. I mean, are the hosts of any show the funniest comic on the line? Usually no. So hosting but hosting at Fourth Wall, here's the crux of it. You have to run the thing on time, and you have to fucking...
Oh, yeah, and I was showing up hella late in the beginning and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I was horrible. And then you were like my comedy dad. You were always like, God, you gotta show up on time, you gotta do this. And I was like, Joe's right.
Yeah.
I gotta start fucking...
You gotta follow the rules and, show maturity. But you're a young man. You've come a long way from 2 years ago. And
it was a year, actually.
It was never the comedy part of it that was in question. It was just like...
Yeah, the professionalism.
Are you going to be on time to show? I have to be able to trust you with the... And the other thing is, when your friends show up and they're late and you have to tell them that they can't come in, maybe they book a show you want to be on and they're going to remember you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of good comics who have asked me, can I host here? And then when I bring that up and I say... Listen, I know you might want to say yes right now as an impulse. It's kind of like take a minute to sit on that and imagine what that whole scenario is going to play out like in your life. And then when they're like, you know what, I thought about it and like I get what you're saying, and maybe this isn't the right fit for me. You know,
that's
what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So,
but in the beginning, it was all you, right? Like you were hosting.
Oh, yeah.
So you started the open mic scene because the moving business wasn't working out, and you still have that truck part, bro. You could sell that shit, dude. Make some bands.
Well, yeah. Well, it's being used as a storage unit right now, but the fucking the moving business didn't fail. I sold it because
that's great.
I wouldn't wish that industry on my worst enemy. It's really hard.
But that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then you turned it into this giant fucking
yeah. They existed together for a period. There was a period,
and then
yeah.
So
yeah.
you were hosting every mic, and then were there shows in that little room there ever?
Which little room?
In the NoHo room.
Yeah. There's still shows. I mean, people can rent it out for rental if they want to. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. You can produce a little show. Yeah, Dayton Rollo Lazo's done a few shows over the past 12 months.
Idea.
I thought you were on it.
No.
Anyway, all right. Well,
but,
there you go.
By the way, I wanted to tell you this, dude. I did a show at the Ice House today.
Yeah, did you do main stage or their new room?
Yeah, the legendary room, the giant one.
Oh, hey, congratulations,
It was awesome,
dude.
bro.
Who produced that?
Vargas.
Oh,
Mason.
yeah, Vargas, good man. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, man. But dude, I got sexually assaulted by a woman for the first time.
Okay, all right. So
it was
how did that go?
Weird. Bro, so there was like a cute friend group and of girls, and I was like, I want to go talk to them. So after the show, I walk up to them, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And then the fucking ugly one comes up to me, dude, and she's like, come to WeHo with us to party.
Oh, fucking WeHo, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
and
man.
I was like, no, I'm good. And then she goes, come on, don't be a pussy or something. And then squeezed my nipples, dude. Squeezed my nipples.
Yeah, dude.
So I go, damn, imagine if the roles were reversed.
Yeah.
And then she goes, I'll let you right now if you want, and then goes like this.
Oh, man, dude.
And I go, nah, it's all good. And then she's like, cause like there's people around us and shit, and they're like observing this. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And she's like, come on, do it. And I was like, nah. And then she gets like really close. She grabs my hand and tries to like force it onto her
dude,
boob.
Yeah.
And then she goes, do it or you're a bitch. And I just look at her and I'm like, well, if there was one thing I ain't no bitch, bro. Let me see those titties. No.
Yeah. Dude, that's so toxic.
Dude, I didn't even know what to do because her hot friend was right next to her. She was the one I came to talk to.
Oh,
so I was like, like I'm not gonna fuck up the shot with her. And then I talked to her friend, and her friend was like, "Oh, potato brain." And I was like, "All right, dude.
Yeah, it's always like
I'm out of here, bro."
Oh man,
God.
Was your set good at least?
Oh, it was amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you got assaulted by this heavy set girl at the Ice House.
Yeah, I had a good set. She was heavy set, double set. Shit. Crackheads, bro.
Just singing, dude.
I bought all my weapons, dog.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, I was thinking of you.
I got a weapon in every corner of this place,
dude. There's a video you should watch. I'll send it to you. It's a guy that does like YouTube videos. It's like best gun for a home, protection or whatever. And I'll send it to you. I don't know, his whole delivery, like he's not trying to be funny, but it's hilarious to me, at least. Yeah.
Of
a
what?
Shotgun, dude.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, you can put bird shot in a shotgun, and you can shoot someone, and it'll fuck them up, but it won't kill them. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I had no idea.
Yeah. Anyway, so
that's crazy.
That could be for this situation. That could be an option. You know? What I mean?
Get a shotgun.
yeah, and you can like cock that shit and be like, "Halt!" You know what I mean?
Someone yesterday, Yohai, the comedian from Israel.
Yeah.
Dude, he's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he was very comfortable up there. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, and you know what the crazy thing about him? All those jokes are so he does stand up in Hebrew. So all the jokes you saw him do are jokes that he translated from Hebrew to English
translated pretty well.
Using Google Translate. So he translates all the jokes using Google Translate and then memorizes the Google Translate.
Okay.
And then performs it like that. Oh. But anyways, he told me to get a pepper spray gun, like a gun that's like a pepper spray that's shaped like a gun.
Okay.
And be like, get the fuck out of here, and just like fucking.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah,
this is what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of like having a purse with me at all times, and then carrying around like women's nudes. And then whenever like they come at me, I'm just like, hey man, I'll give you all my nudes. And then I give him like a bunch of pictures of like women's nudes. And then as he's looking at them, I pepper spray him in the face. And then he's like, fuck, dude, I didn't even get to see the nudes. And I'm like, sucks to be you, dog. Put them right back in my pocket, bro, and walk away, dog.
That's pretty good. Or you can just have a giant double-sided dildo that you wave around.
Yeah.
Because like that would diffuse the situation for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's just funny. You know what I mean? Like you just break out a big cock, and then if he comes after you, then you can hit him with. But like,
good thing I carry a lot of dildos with me.
No, I'm stealing that from someone. Someone said they have it in their car.
No,
it was an Armenian
that's my
guy.
joke.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah, like how there was a group of guys that tried to like kill me, and I'm like I pulled out a dildo and I pretended to be gay. Maybe it's a different joke.
Oh no, some guy was saying he has one in his car.
Oh no.
For like if he gets flipped off, then he takes out a dildo and just waves it.
That's funny.
As a way to diffuse it. Because I mean, if someone did that to me, I would definitely laugh, even though it's kind of corny.
Funny.
You know what I mean?
But no, that's hilarious, bro.
Anyways, I didn't know you had a dildo. Well, never mind. Well, then there you go. Okay.
yeah, bro. You don't keep dildos on you, dog.
What's that?
You don't keep a dildo on you?
No, man. After that guy
for protection, bro.
I'm considering it because I don't want to do ugly things in the car. Like that's like a great way to like diffuse a fucked up situation. Like just
wow.
You know what I mean?
Imagine cutting you off in traffic, bro.
Dude, I've done some dumb things in a car, but like
ram into the back of them, dude.
You'd think that based on my stage persona, I'm nuts, but I'm not. Like I drive,
guy.
I drive slow, dude. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Oh,
damn.
yeah. How do you drive, dude? In this thing,
I'm pretty crazy driver.
Yeah.
I should probably be more relaxed.
Yeah,
like I like cut people off, like merge last minute in lines and shit. Fucking go right from the left to the right like this, dude. Like the left lane. Fucking.
How old are you now?
I'm 11.
Yeah, well, based on your fucking wardrobe, I believe it. But are you still under 25?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, fuck, dude. You're doing good, dude. You're doing.
I'm
good.
happy with life and where I'm at. Sometimes I get like really like existential and like not like depressed, but sometimes I'll get like kind of like man, I don't know what like the point of anything is, and then but I'm really excited about life because I think there's so much to learn and so much to accomplish that I'm like I'm gonna have so much fun until I die, and the worst thing that could ever happen to me is dying. So as long as I'm just alive. I can still do a lot of things that I want to do. And
oh yeah,
and that's kind of the epiphany I got when it's kind of what I told you yesterday. That was the epiphany I got when that guy was trying to kill me. When I left, I was like, I got in my head, and I remember thinking like, I remember looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, the gift is life. And,
right.
And everything else is just extra.
That's right.
Like the best thing in the world is just being alive. It's just the fact that I'm alive, and then everything else is just something I should be insanely grateful for.
That's true. It's true. It's hard to internalize that, but that is.
But when you are faced with fucking death, and you think you're gonna die, then you're like, man, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, I'm just happy to wake up another morning here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I know you've dealt with a lot of that in your life.
My sister.
Yeah, I know your sister passed away. I know you found her and the whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
That'll put you in a headspace where you appreciate your own life more, which is a good way to look at it. Because some people get crushed by that.
Yeah,
So good for you.
Ever since then, I started viewing the people around me as like NPCs. You know what NPCs are?
What's that?
Like non-playable characters. Like in video games when like
you're the.
No. What video game have you played? Like Call of Duty?
I left off on GoldenEye 1997.
The hell is that?
James Bond, dude. I'm old.
So you're like so you know how like you're the player and then around you are like characters that like can't be
get
played.
The idea. Yeah.
So that's what I started seeing everyone as. I'm like, damn, bro, everyone around me is just a potato.
Well, they're potatoes with feelings, guy. You know what I mean?
Just like me, bro. And I'm an NPC in their life. What was your first opinion of me when you met me, man?
Oh, bro, I thought like this guy. What was my first opinion of you? I was like, this guy. I say this guy. I was curious. I was agitated, and I had to make a conscious effort to not be angry because I
could tell, man.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I had to force myself to be patient because I'm like, this guy's got like I'm like, he's young. He seems like he's got like an ego, you know what I mean? Which I understand now that I know you better. Really, like, wasn't there, but like, but I thought you were talented on stage. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, you kind of motivated me.
Yeah. I liked what you did. And I'm like, but as I got to know you better, it was, yeah. But that went away. But yeah, I'm like, this guy thinks he's the shit. That's what I thought,
and I still do, motherfucker.
But it wasn't. I felt like this. I got like little brother vibe. You know what I mean? Like this guy irritates me like my younger siblings or a younger cousin would. So it's like it's irritation, but it's not gonna make me angry. It's like it's like I can. It was irritation that I can accept.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't accept that from like like another 40-year-old man, but like. But from like a 21, you were maybe 22 when you first started coming around. So like,
I'm like a comforting irritation. Like, oh, look at this little champ.
Yeah, it was forgivable. You know what I mean? And I mean, I could just tell by the way that you were dressed and everything that you just moved here. And yeah, you had a green energy about you. Yeah.
Oh,
at
like
that time.
Bit, yeah.
Not on stage necessarily, but just in your conduct of yourself. Yeah.
Green as in like to the scene, like to comedy?
Yeah, just not new to comedy, but just new to being an adult.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, new to being an adult.
I had just turned like the age of like being able to leave my parents.
Yeah.
And then I bought a van and left, bro.
That was your vibe. Your vibe is that I just
And I think that the first mic that I did when I got to LA was at where did I go? I went straight. So the first mic that I did was I actually came to the fourth wall and I kept going to the wrong mic. Like I signed up for the one in NoHo and then went to the cafe.
Got it.
I went to the cafe and then went to NoHo. It was like a whole I kept fucking it up. But I remember I parked at like some park and then man, I don't even know, bro. I think I went to bro, I know where the first one was.
What's that?
And I've never been back there since. I went there one time. It was the Tao Comedy Studio. It was the first
Yeah.
and only time I ever went there, bruh.
Yeah.
I went in that club. I did a set in front of like 18 people. I pretended to be like an Israeli immigrant.
Okay.
and then I left. I don't know. I do give off little brother energy because well, first of all, my sister killed herself, my older sister, so probably it's like me trying to like, no, I'm still a little brother, you know?
Oh, sure.
But it was also like just like this feeling of like, shit, man. I feel like I don't know, I have this tendency where I enjoy annoying people. My mom hates it.
Yeah.
Like I'll piss you off and then I'll get mad at you for getting mad at me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, why are you mad? I'm just pissing you off. Like,
Okay.
like I'll have that. Like I'll have that kind of vibe, dude.
Yeah. No, that's definitely that's interesting that you're aware of that.
No, I'm aware.
You've
of, like,
gotten
all
better,
the dumb
dude.
shit.
You've gotten better. You know,
bro.
I don't know if you're trying to get rid of it, but
no, I'm not trying to get rid of it. I kind of dislike it sometimes because I think I lose a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
By purposefully annoying people.
Sure.
Because I did that yesterday at the show.
Yeah.
Like I was upstairs, like just doing weird things. And, like,
I think it comes back to like my rage problem is like it's a form of insecurity. Are people paying attention to me right now? I don't even exist. You know, when I was younger, I was a lot like that too. Like I would say kind of outlandish shit. You know, it was like a form of narcissism because I didn't feel like I existed unless people were acknowledging me in that moment. You know what I mean? And when there's nothing going on, well, what can I do to dominate this situation? How can I get attention in this situation where people are just minding their own business? You know what I mean? And I couldn't let them just mind their own business because I'm here and I need to be acknowledged, you know what I mean? In order to feel like a real person, like I exist, like I have power over my life. Right. I need people to pay attention to me. Yeah.
We're all like that.
Well, I think comedians are, yeah.
No, not even just comedians, humans. Like we all have a way. We all have it's in a book. There's a book called The Psychology of Storytelling.
Okay.
And in the book, it states that every single human being has a theory of control.
Sure,
which is
I believe that.
So you know, like the phrase, like I think, therefore I am.
Sure.
So everyone, based on their self perception and self image, has a theory of how to control the environment or situation or like the world around them or the people around them.
Sure.
So like for me, it's like being like that fucking annoying ass little brother.
Sure.
While for you, it might be like that rage.
It's
shit.
That rage, yeah. But I used to have exhibit attention-seeking behavior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings though?
Yeah, they're younger. Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, you're the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. Yeah.
Damn. So okay, I see it.
But what you I think you're right about what you did. That's very true.
By the way, I think so. I think so, man. I know mine is definitely just being like a fucking child.
Yeah.
But and sometimes I need to turn it off. Like
no, you
sometimes
sure.
Sometimes I'll hit on women and not have turned off like the child in me.
Yeah.
So I'll hit on them like a fucking total idiot.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like yeah, what's your name? Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's Iris. Iris, what the fuck? Like a flower? What are you, like, where are you from? Like, oh, I'm from Turkey. You're from Turkey? What the fuck? Is that like a chicken's brother? And she's like, are you okay?
Yeah, dude. yeah. Well, that's interesting. It's interesting that you're aware of that, you know?
Dude, I'll like leave the situation and be like, dude, because I could be really smooth, man.
No, I believe
I could be like, hey, so what's your plans tonight? But then I could also like today I didn't turn it off and I was just like sometimes immediately after a show I'll have it on and I'll just be a straight up potato.
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
It fucking hits.
No, that's good, dude. Like, you know, it's so funny to me that you're, you know, these are that you're aware of your tendencies and stuff like that. Yeah, you know,
dude, if you're not, you like that's scary, bro.
It is a little scary, but I mean, in LA and especially in the open mic scene, there are a lot of individuals like that. And I would say, you know, I mean, it's fun because it is charming too. You know what I mean? It can be a strength. You want to remain playful and true to yourself, but yeah, then there is a point at which there's diminishing return, and it's like. Then it becomes annoying and you push people away.
Yeah.
And, if you're trying to, fucking navigate through a really complicated situation with a lot of different people's feelings involved, we get a scenario like last night, you know what I mean? Like, And you know, but you know, you live and learn. You know what I mean?
That's the
and not
thing.
that was bad or anyone's angry, but like it's just you know, there's a lot going on. You know?
No, yeah,
yeah.
But every day we get the opportunity to learn again, man.
Exactly.
What's your goal, man? Like in
Dude,
comedy?
My goal in comedy right now is just to keep this thing alive. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
But why? Why do you want to keep the fourth wall alive?
Because I have so much of my life wrapped up in it. Like it's my community. It's my living. It's all my like good relationships are there. It supplies everything I need to have a meaningful existence. And so anything that threatens it drives me fucking crazy. So So do you think you're doing it for you, or do you think you're doing it for the comics? I'm doing it for all the above, but it is very much so for me. But if you read a lot of Ayn Rand, sometimes when someone acts selfishly, it does actually create, it can be beneficial to other people.
Selfishness is selflessness.
Sometimes, if it comes from the heart and it's a creative, thing, yeah, it can help.
Starting a business.
I know that if everybody that comes in has a great experience or the best experience that I can provide, it's going to help me and it's going to help them. You know what I mean? Are there times where I want to fucking yell at everybody in the audience? Yeah, when I'm hosting, totally. But I don't do it because I know if I do that, then it's not going to help me in the long run. And it'll feel good in that moment. I might even be right, but like it doesn't serve the purpose of what the fourth wall is supposed to be. So I don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here's a threatening situation. The alcohol is you're not allowed to sell alcohol anymore.
Can't do it.
So that's fucking up your sales now. So
a little bit, yeah.
How are you like now that's hurting the fourth wall. You know what I mean?
Had to get the AC replaced today down there, and yeah, well, it's not going to hurt anything.
But that's crazy.
Book more shows. That's it. Book more shows.
Right.
Yeah.
But because man, like that's commitment to the game, man.
Oh yeah.
And I want you to know, like all the fucking comics in this scene, like worship you, man.
Oh,
not like worship, but we are so grateful for you.
I appreciate that, guy. Thank you.
Everyone is like, dude, like if it wasn't for the fourth wall, like we would be like fucking, I don't know, like there would be mics, but like you said, man, you've built a community.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And you're you're like the king of that community, you know?
That means a lot to me.
Your power.
Thank you. Yeah. And and thank you for you've also have been doing the same thing with your shows. People are showing up, they're excited, they're coming together.
Yeah.
The comics are getting something out of it, you're making some money. Everybody's benefiting from it. I know you're just trying to make a living, but through that, you're also enhancing other people's lives. So, I appreciate you pointing that out too. So
yeah, man, we all have to contribute to the scene. That's why I fucking hate a lot of open micers or like comics who are like, man, fuck all these like these bringer shows or fuck this open mic.
They're all bringer shows.
Yeah, bro, everything you'll ever fucking do is a bringer show.
You have to add value.
That's what I said today, bro.
Yeah.
You have to add value.
Yeah.
And if you can't add comedic value, that's how you're going to add value, at least until you build up to that comedic level.
Yeah. Well, it's all about, you have to be able to sell tickets,
There you go, bro. You got to fill the room.
You have to fill the room. And that's the bottom line. Like Bill Burr and fucking those guys don't get booked because of their talent. I mean, that's what it seems like now. But like, you get
They're
booked
selling tickets
because people see that name and they'll buy it.
They're putting butts in seats.
Look how cancellation works. It's like once someone gets canceled, they can't sell tickets anymore. Then they don't get to perform. So it's not based on talent. It's based on the economy. Unfortunately, you know what I mean?
It's business.
And then it gets blurred because the people that sell the most tickets at a lower level usually are the better comedians. Not always, but usually. You don't have to be a great comic to make a living. Like Bert Kreischer is not the best fucking comic in the world, but he's
a businessman.
Yeah.
Here's the paradox of bringers.
Yeah.
Is that you'll never actually stop doing bringers. In fact, you're only going to be bringing more people as you progress.
Exactly. That's the whole
Right now,
thing.
you're bringing 3 people or 5 people. Next thing you know, you're going to have to start bringing 10 or 20 or 50 or 100. Or you're going to start having to sell out theaters. You're going to have to bring 300.
Yeah.
Because this isn't comedy is an art, but it's an art centered around business. clubs need seats so that they can make sales, so that they can run and operate as a club. And what they do is they book comedians who can fill up those seats so that they can make their sales. And if you can't fill up those seats, they don't want to do business with you, which is why they book a lot of these big comedians, because those big comedians have strong marketing teams that could sell those tickets. Now, these little comedians are complaining about like, oh, man, well, I don't want to do this bringer show. I don't want to do this. And it's like, bro, if you're not going to do this, and if you can't even put like the fucking effort into even bringing like 3, 4, 5, 6 people, then good fucking luck trying to sell out like a club or like a venue or a theater, bro. That's what my show taught me, is like, every fucking thing you'll ever do is always going to be a bringer show, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Every show is.
And if it's not, then what? You're going to do a fucking stand-up show in front of 0 people?
Exactly.
Who's that fun for?
Now, people need to understand this. You need a historical perspective to understand what Guy just fucking summarized perfectly, because that's the game now. And you're going to hear these guys on podcasts who are Gen Xers, you know, Bill Burr and Rogan. These guys came up. They're nearly 60 years old, those guys. And they were doing stand-up. They started doing stand-up in an era when just stand-up was so fresh and new to people. Like, the idea of a comedy club was a new thing in the 80s. And so people would just come to shows. So the idea of a bringer to them seems weird, and they probably would talk shit about it. But now the novelty of that is left the industry. You know what I mean? So you have to provide audience, period. And, you know,
provide audience, or what you said earlier, which is add value.
Add value. People
Somehow
aren't just going to show up
value.
like. It's the same thing in music. Like, it used to be a novelty. There's a band. Well, let's go see the band. It's 1971. Like, that's kind of a rare occurrence. Not everybody knows how to play the guitar yet. Like, that hasn't become a trope in our society. You know, like, there's going to be a comedian. Got to go to that. Well, now, you know, you can get on your phone. There's comedians everywhere. So the idea of just like people are going to show up to a comedy club is they're not just going to show up for no reason. There has to be a name attached to it, or they have to be friends and family of one of the performers. You know what I mean? Because the general population isn't just going to show up. They have to do exactly what Guy was just talking about. You know, you have to there's the club.
There's got to be some value.
There has to be value. So
yeah, man.
Yeah. So
all around too, man. But that's the thing, man. Is like that's why I still do bringer shows, because like how fucking else? You know what I mean?
Keep building your following, dude.
Keep building my following, build the fans, sell out bigger clubs, go on tours, build more fans. You know, like that's the fucking point of it, man. Is just fucking, you know, making money and growing as a comedian. And because like you could be there's a lot of shitty comedians who know how to run a business, man. And because they know how to run a business, they know how to fucking develop a fan base, market themselves, sell tickets.
And they get opportunities. Yeah,
dude, that's it, man. Like your rival, Jia Summers.
Oh,
like,
God, that lady came into Fourth Wall Cafe like 6 times late and was literally taking measurements to pair. I mean, it was so like
measurements.
She was just like, I want to do this, and like just showed pictures to people, like build me one of these so I can do the same exact thing. So aggravating, dude. This is
copied your business model.
Yeah.
With like the slotted thing.
Oh yeah. Well, that was.
But measurements of the club.
Well,
like...
I'm embellishing, but like it was a lot of like picture taking and like, oh, like this is how, you know, the first person to copy a Fourth Wall, dude. I like designed this bad stage in Fourth Wall NoHo that had like flaws to it, like the wrong kind. It just didn't sit on the ground right, and it had flaws and stuff. And they copied it to such a point that they copied the flaws. Like, I'm like, this doesn't even work. Why? You know what I mean? It's like, do you have any imagination at all? Like, god damn. Bro. Anyways, but I don't know.
Do you think she's funny as a comedian?
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea.
That's so funny.
I just try to forget about all that. I'm not paying attention to what they're doing. But whatever. I mean,
I go to that mic a lot. The Hollywood Comedy.
Hey, whatever, bro.
I go to whatever's fucking open, bro.
That's
if I see a slot, I'm hitting that mic, bro.
Yeah,
I'm playing both sides, man.
I don't pay any attention to what other people are doing because it's just too aggravating, and it doesn't help me.
And you're focused on your shit, man. You don't even gotta look at what other people are doing.
But I mean, hey, listen, if she has some fame from some social media platform, whatever, that's all good, bro.
That's the thing, bro. Her Instagram is booming, bro. But your Instagram, bro.
Oh,
I looked you up before this podcast, bro. You have a picture of you holding a fish, dog.
Oh, me. Oh, like Joe Manente. Yeah. I'm a non-entity, bro.
Bro, you're such an NPC on social media.
Oh
bro.
yeah. Oh, that's true,
bro. What the fuck, bro?
My whole thing is fourth wall. That's it.
No, bro. You have like, dude, like I look at Joe Manente. There's nothing stand up wise. There's a picture of you playing golf. There's a picture of you fishing, bro.
Yeah.
And you still fish, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Damn, you are such a white man, bro. Fishing and golfing, bro.
I love it, dude. I fucking never stop.
Do you still fish?
Yeah.
And you said at night, bro?
In the evening time at sunset. Yeah.
Bro, how big of fish do you catch?
It's light tackle surf fishing, which is beach fishing. The biggest.
Where do you go is actually the real
20 pounds. I go down.
Nice.
That's the biggest, most of them are 1-2 pounds, but you fish light line and it's like a lot of fun. It's just a way for me to forget about my life. You know what I mean?
Nice. Okay. Yeah, we all need some way to run away, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I go to Santa Monica Pier, or not the pier, but the beach north of the pier. I go Redondo. Every beach in LA, I fished every single one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll see me out there. There's girls in bikinis, fucking hot. I'm out there with my fucking fishing line just trying to catch some
Do you
fish.
talk to the women there?
Sometimes. What's funny is that like my biggest social media hits that I've ever gotten on anything that I've ever put out is a fucking halibut fishing video. 24,000 views on YouTube. Yeah, it's none of my stand-up has done that well, dude.
That's hilarious, bro.
But anyway, so
you're like, dude, my non-career fishing journey has done more success than my actual comedy
it's funny.
career.
I don't even think about my own comedy. If you go on YouTube, you can see me do some sets at the Improv, but it doesn't have like a lot of hits. It's just for like festival submissions or whatever. Yeah. So
Damn, bro. I mean, you're grinding though, dude. Every fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Hosting, miking, doing a set, like that's real shit. That's the one thing about the business aspect of this is that it takes time away from like the actual craft. But you can also merge the two, and that's kind of what you did. But I remember just looking at your Instagram, like this old man, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this, like, Joe, you wanna like you need a marketing team on your back.
I know.
Bro.
I don't think of myself that way. It's funny. I haven't made any effort to even build up my social media. I just put all the effort into fourth wall.
You don't care about like your own growth as like not your own growth, but like your own like fan base / success as a comedian, like for an audience or no?
I have put. You know what? I haven't even thought about it. I don't know if that's if that stems from a place of insecurity, but like I don't know. Like I'm so wrapped up in fourth wall surviving. It's funny. It feels actually almost good to talk about it now, but like, I'm almost at a loss for words. I'm kind of embarrassed that like it's true. Fourth wall isn't like exploded on social media, but like I put so much effort into promoting other people and this entity that isn't me. Like I'm behind it, but it's not me.
Right.
And then I don't push myself the same way at all,
Yeah, like where's Joe, man?
Yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out. Maybe I'll get around to it. Yeah.
You got to hire a team, bro.
I'm not worried.
Get some editors.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it tomorrow, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I just,
I'm just saying that's the one thing I've never seen. I've never seen you promote like Joe.
Me, yeah. It's funny, like Charles Bukowski has this great saying. He's a favorite author of mine that a lot of people probably know. He's an old scumbag. It's don't try. It's on his headstone. And that kind of sounds like lazy on the surface. But what don't try means is like it's more about like the things that you want to do, you'll do. And it won't feel like work even if it's hard. You don't have to try to do. I don't have to try to run fourth wall. You know what I mean? I don't have to try to be there I was there for 14 hours yesterday. You do all your shit. I know sometimes you have these long days. I know you're not trying. You're just like, you don't have to try to do it. You just do it. You don't think about it.
You're right, man.
It's going to happen.
It doesn't feel like work because I love it.
Yeah, same here. So I'm wrapped up in the business and it's meaningful work. And when it comes to like writing stand-up and when I think of my act, like I like working on it, but it feels like work. Like I feel like you know what I mean? Like new bits, like just stand-up in general. Like I've become pretty proficient at it to a certain degree just because it's my business. But like I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm trying.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
though. You're trying, but no matter what, like win or lose, like business fails or grows, it's like this is what you want to do. So it doesn't feel like any willpower is needed to like
almost
fucking
none.
run it.
And it seems like magnanimous amount. It doesn't. When I get up in the morning, I don't even think about it. It's just like
ready to take on the fucking day, man.
It's working. It's hard, but I don't mind doing it. Yeah. I don't mind doing
it. That's real success, man.
Yeah.
It's just like no matter what even though we want the best results, it's like no fucking matter what. As long as I get to do what I love today and there's no conflicts of like an other world or like financial issues or anything like that, I'm fucking happy. And that's the beauty that this van gives me, is the ability to like not fucking worry about shit, dude.
Bro,
I still work my fucking ass off, bro.
Dude, you're a hustler guy. I see it.
I wake up early in the morning, I go to sleep late, and I'm always doing what I think I should be doing, which is not always good because sometimes I'll like totally overwork myself and work like way too much.
Yeah.
And I don't take rests.
Yeah.
I think the last break I took was like 3.5 weeks ago.
Well, you know what? You're very lucky to have found that. Are you struggling with any kind of depression or negative feelings?
Oh, I had a really fucked up week last week. Not depression, just like mental thoughts.
Anxiety?
No.
Okay.
My thoughts like consuming me.
Oh, yeah. It happens.
So I don't know how to explain it other than like, it's kind of like overthinking, but like my thoughts are playing on repeat. And not like my thoughts. I'm talking about the exact same words.
Yeah.
Like it's like a sentence
Yeah.
Just replaying in my brain.
You're obsessing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that. Like just like over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
And I just can't stop it. So you just sit there and do nothing because you can't fucking stop this fucking.
Well, yeah, the best thing to do is just to start working. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you don't have anxiety and you're not depressed because you do have a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And I found that shit when shit hit the fence with my sister, man. I was like, bro, I've been living my whole life just like she died while I was in high school, dog. I'm like, I'm in my head like, fucking, I live my whole life doing what I don't want to do. Here's one thing I did know for sure. I knew I didn't want to go to college and it wasn't for me, but I knew I was going, and I applied for college, and I applied for a private university and got accepted.
Okay.
And then immediately after she died, I think I literally just fucking canceled the whole thing.
Good for you. Good for you to follow that. They're expensive college, and
fuck, I don't even care, man.
And you're doing it. I mean, you're not just here doing mics. You're fucking really hustling, dude.
I'm doing this for the longevity, bro. And I think that it has. I don't believe in retirement. I think retirement is bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that retirement is just an illusion for employment and being like, if I work forever, then maybe one day I'll be able to stop working. I don't want to stop working ever, dog.
Yeah.
I want to work till I die. You know why? Because I fucking love to do shit.
Yeah.
And I want to do shit until I die, shit that I love to do. So you know what, dude? Fuck retirement. I just want to find a way to do this more. And fucking do it at a max rate.
There you go. Dude, no, stick with that. A lot of young people don't get that. You know what I mean? For whatever different, but you've been through some traumas that might have led you there. You know what I mean? Forced you to look at things that way. Yeah, I think that's great, dude. If you can keep up what you're doing, by the time you'll be way ahead of the game, dude. I mean, way ahead. You already are. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
We're grinding.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Joe Manente, the comedy dad, bro. You really are, bro. I bet a lot of open micers are watching this. If you had a message to say to all the open micers that go to Fourth Wall and don't go to Fourth Wall, just in the LA scene or just in the scenes anywhere, what would you tell them?
Don't make excuses. Don't ask for permission. Give it to them from your fucking guts, and that's it. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're getting up. I don't care if you get up at Fourth Wall or wherever. Go to fucking Jao Young Summers. I don't give a shit. But fucking bring some value, dude. And at a minimum, don't ask for permission. Don't make excuses, and fucking go hard, baby. That's it. That's it. Those are the only three things that you can control. You know, outside of that, what
do you mean by don't ask for permission?
Don't ask for on stage. Don't ask for permission. Can I talk about this? Is it okay if? Don't qualify yourself. Just go. Give it to them. They're there. Be an expert. Just go for it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Don't
ask for permission.
Don't ask for permission.
Don't make excuses. Oh, I left my notebook in the car. Oh, my camera. These are all new jokes. No one gives a fuck. Just get up there. Don't ask for permission. Don't ask them if it's okay to talk. Don't give yourself permission to be the person you want to be on stage. Don't ask to be the person. Be the person. Don't make excuses. Go up there, give it to them from your guts. And even if you bomb, even if you bomb, if you do those things, you'll be able to live with yourself. When I bomb, if I do those 3 things, I can live with myself. It might suck while I'm up there, but I can walk off stage and feel good, like I did my job, if I don't compromise who I am while I'm up there. Yeah. So there you go.
I guess we'll fucking.
I've said it before, but it very easy to understand, hard thing to do. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you have to be some alpha crazy asshole screaming and yelling like me. Just be you as hard as you can be. And if you're like quiet and that's your fucking voice, then just do that and don't apologize for it. Just be that guy, you know?
Be an unapologetic, non-compromising fucking goofball that just owns it.
Just own it.
Own it.
Own it. Own it. It's a good way to summarize
That's
those.
the summary, bro.
Yeah.
Just fucking own the fuck out of everything you do.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll end it there, bro.
Yeah.
That's the fucking thing. No matter what you fucking do, whether you're watching this and you're a performer, you're going on stage, you're going to work, whatever you fucking do in your life, just fucking own it.
Own it.
Joe Manente, Comedy Dad.
Guy Rubin.
Shout out your socials, even though you don't even use them.
Fourth Wall TV, and then I think it's Joe Manente on IG. I got in early because I was seeing a girl that like made me sign up for Instagram, so it's just my name. Joe Manente, but Fourth Wall TV, that's me too.
Yeah. Go to the Fourth Wall. It's the fucking best open mic /show/comedy club there is, dude. I run Guys Night there. It's a fucking incredible venue, man. Hit that bitch up. Are you getting pussy, Joe?
Yeah, currently, yes.
And we'll end it there.
Okay.
My God,
all
dude.
Right.